Toro region of northwest Spain, not far from Ribera del Duero and not far from Rioja. It has been really kind of coming on strong in recent years. It's a fairly high altitude region that grows mostly Tempranillo, the kind of main grape of Rioja and Ribera del Duero, and has been a kind of up and coming region for quite a few years now, with some really impressive Toro wines appearing. Tinta de Toro is the name of the grape, but that's just a synonym, another name for Tempranillo. Now this wine is a really very interesting one because it comes from a company called winedeal.co.uk, the address is at the end of the video, and they specialise, it's a kind of pan-European country with a UK base, and they specialise in sourcing wines, parcels of wine, and offering them at really good prices. So this one, which is the Olivara MO, Tinta de Toro or Toro wine, it's their kind of top of the range from their oldest vines. Retails regularly at £13.49, but Wine Deal are selling it currently for £8.99, and I think that makes it really quite a special deal. It's a 2006 vintage, and this wine won all sorts of plaudits. It was a gold medalist in the Decanter Awards. It was a Decanter top recommendation. It got very high points from Robert Parker. The label's festooned with medals from international competitions. So, a lot to live up to. From 40-year-old vines grown at an altitude of 2,500 to 3,000 feet, hand harvested, aged in all French oak with a French winemaker, and what do we get? Well, the nose. It's still a very deep, black, youthful wine. The nose is filled with a really kind of essence of blackberry, very, very deep set blackberry fruit. The oak quite savoury, in the background quite charry. 13 months in French oak for this wine, but it sits quite nicely. There's a slightly savoury, gamey edge too, which is very appealing. A bit of spice. And on the palate, delicious. It has a lot of fruit. It's that blue-black, blueberry, blackberry quality of fruit. Really quite intense, quite punchy. It has a lot of ripeness, this wine. What do we have? We have 15% alcohol. A lot of ripeness. The smokiness of the oak fills in just beneath, but that lovely kind of charry, earthy quality is there too. A savoury wine, quite silky texture. The tannins have a bit of grip, a bit of kind of roughening plum skin bite to them, which is actually very pleasant. Makes it an even better food wine. And it's a wine that I think is drinking well, but it'll be interesting to watch if you bought a few bottles, to watch over the next 5 years perhaps, to see how this wine does, because it certainly has lots of structure, lots of power, and a very interesting wine. So it's the Olivara MO Toro 2006. It's priced at £8.99 from winedeal.co.uk, and it's my wine of the week.